Hey guys, how's it going today? I wanted to bring another video to you talking about my favorite pickups of 2023. Most of these are purchases from eBay as a general concept. However, just because I have quite a stack of cards in ComC that I haven't brought yet, that I haven't shipped home yet, but it doesn't hurt to let them sit, and then you can save on shipping a little bit. So getting started here, this is actually a pickup at a card show. One of the reasons I like collecting vintage is I get to learn about it. So this is a 1954 Red Heart Warren Spahn. Pretty cool card. I didn't really know much about it. I actually bought it on kind of, not on a whim. I mean, I collect old Milwaukee Braves stuff, but I just talked to the guy and ended up coming to an agreement on a price, and it's already graded. I like CSG slabs, and so there it is. Next, little story about this. I actually picked this up pre-graded as well. It's not like super good condition card, but I thought the price was right for it. So, and honestly, it still looks nice and looks nice displayed. So, in 1997, Topps made a set. This is about the time that I was collecting when I was a kid. And my dad bought me what would be equivalent to maybe like a monster box or something like that today of 97 Topps. And so they had a replica or a reprint, I guess you'd say, of this card in there. And so it was always a card that I kind of thought about trying to get, and I think I even have the old one of these. It's probably about in the same condition from when I was a kid, but very neat card. Next, definitely not least, this is actually not a pickup of mine. I know this is gonna sound crazy, but I think this is a good story, and so hopefully you guys can relate. So I got home one day from work, and my son said he had picked up a bunch of cards, and I didn't know what they were. It was actually in a box. I got the box laying around here. Actually, my son's got it somewhere hiding probably, but he started to get into the collecting a little bit. He would collect everything if I let him, but he went to a craft show with his grandma, my mother-in-law, and he picked up some cards. And so this was actually in a complete set, in the Star Pick set from Favre's rookie year. So I'm going to send this in for grading for him, and it's going to go in his collection. And just as a memory of the first time that my kid went and bought cards without me, dang it. So he did go to a card show with me earlier in the year. I didn't get much there, but he got a few things. So moving on. This wasn't graded when I got it, but I sent it in. So this is from 1997. This came out of a complete set as well. But I just like the card. I think, card collecting to me a little bit is some of the memories from when I was a kid. I remember watching this game when I was a kid at my grandparents' house. Both my grandparents have since passed, but I just thought it was kind of a cool card. I didn't know, I'd never seen it until I found it on eBay, and they're actually really hard to find. And then I found a couple of the boxes, the complete sets. I still have one sitting around. I'll probably give it to my kids or something when they get older, but kind of neat, I thought. The complete set that I hadn't ever seen, and they're actually not super common. If you find that card on eBay, it's only listed for a couple bucks usually, but you can't usually find it. So this was a card that I was after for quite a while this year. It was ungraded. I bought it. I don't know if I brought it from Greg Morris or where I bought it from, but generally I tell you, this is what I did is I got really into using my eBay saved searches this year. Vintage, it works really well for, because they're not as common. So like if I save right now I have like a Christian Yelich auto saved, you get like 50 cards a day. Whereas in something like that, you might get a couple of them in a week, and it's easy to watch the prices and things like that. This was also ungraded, 76 Panini Nadi Comaneci. It's technically a rookie card. I collect some Olympic cards, primarily gymnastics, as you guys know from watching this. But I had this on my watch list for a really long time, this card, and I finally got one that I thought was an appropriate price. It was kind of mostly affordable. It wasn't. I mean, in my book, it wasn't cheap, but not the most expensive card in the world. But in a 6, I think this is, what would you think, maybe a $300 or $400 card. So maybe more. I have no idea. They don't come up for sale often enough to get a really good gauge on the price. So especially none come up. I've never seen one graded come up for sale. And last but not least, prior to the baseball season, I picked up this. I picked up a regular one, and I got them both. I ended up sending them both in for grading. If you watched my last video, you know this is one of my favorite insert sets of all time. It also has some really good players on it. This is a black, this is a short print. These are not numbered on card, but they are numbered in print run. And I don't know, I don't know if it's 250 or something like that, but I don't know offhand, so don't take my word for it. I'll try and research it and put it on the screen for you. But yeah, definitely a fun card. Definitely looks super good, slabbed up. Like I was actually gonna sell this, and as the collector in me enjoys it too much to sell right now. So we'll see what he does coming up this year. And I don't know. I have another one of the base cards in a 10 as well. So we'll see. But there you go. Those are some of my favorite pickups of the year. I obviously collected a lot more. I'll tell you this year, as previously mentioned, I did not buy into a lot of retail. I shouldn't just even pulls. I mean, I bought a couple boxes and hobby boxes, but I almost got out of it. You know, it's just the value isn't there, and if I'm gonna buy something, this is gonna lead in my next video that you'll hopefully enjoy. I'm still waiting on a couple cards to come in the mail, but I'm gonna give you what I got instead of buying a hobby box. So hopefully you enjoyed this. Hopefully you guys had a good collecting year in 2023, and it continues in 2024.